Hey everyone, and welcome to this video about Exchange migration. My name is Jesper Black. This should be part 2, where we want to go to the part where we have to install Exchange and migrate the things, our mailbox, from the earlier Exchange to the new 2016. So welcome, and let's join to see what's happened here. So as I said, part 2 it should be here, and we have to focus on the steps shown here. And we will start with installing Exchange 2016. We have to configure the parts, so we have to point at the old setup. If we have users on the Exchange, we have to install the certificates, we have to configure other things, so that we have to point the connection to the client access server. We have to create new databases and create a new DAG, database availability group. We have to move the mailbox and so on, and be sure of that the mail flow will end up in the new setup, and we have to remove the old one. So we have a lot of things to do. So let's go ahead and take a closer look of what we have to see what is going to happen here. We have our network where we have updated the 2013 Exchange, and actually I got two new servers, the Exchange 16 server with an IP address of 237, another server is called Exchange 2.16, and have the next IP address here. It's still on the same network. I still have to fix the external load balance function for the secure websites. SMTP is still working, but yeah, I haven't got the time to look at that yet, so we'll have to see what's going on there. But actually we have to, when everything is installed and ready, we have to migrate our stuff over there from the databases to the Exchange servers, and that's what we have to do. Have to take down the old one, and hopefully we have a new environment with some better features and what we now want to use in the 2016 Exchange server. So welcome, and we will have to start to install the servers. Let's get on to it. So let's start to see what is the prerequisites for our installation of the 2016 Exchange server. Just have to load this, hopefully. We want to install it on 2016 server with the Mailbox server role, and actually you can see the features we have to install. We have to install the unified communication. So let's have a copy of this and go to our client. From here we should be possible to connect to our new servers. I want to see if we can. Here the first one, Exchange 1.16, and actually the servers have to be joined to the domain. That's normally for our Exchange installation, and then we have to install this unified. I will start with that because I think I just have it here on a server. We have some updates. Let's also have them to up to date. Let's go to find Hyper V20 on the system share. That's where my file is. I hopefully have this here. Let's install that. And this is exactly the same on both servers, and it will install the default database, and we will have to change that later. But both servers have to install this unified communication server, the Windows feature for the Exchange. So that's pretty much the same thing on both. Hopefully this will not take too long. We can open PowerShell. Meanwhile, we could maybe pin it to the, if I pin to taskbar there. Let's run this as an administrator. Let's get some useful size. Let's see, it's finished. That's great. Let's see if we have copy pasted the features here. We have, and actually you also have to restart after we have installed this, so we could have this running, and when it's finished we will restart, and I will come back after all the features have been installed. Yes, all the features are installed and the server is updated, so I have mounted the Exchange installation disk to my D drive, and you have to find the setup, and I will run this as the administrator, so that should actually install the Exchange. It's quite easy, and just straight away, if all the requirements are as they have to be, but hopefully the installation will take a look of that. So let's see, there's nothing, no updates. And the installation have to copy the files. Let's pause the video while that is done. Yes, and they should soon be finished. Actually, my two Exchange server 2016 here is running on a clustered Hyper-V environment, and I only have this gigabit interface to the iSCSI target, so I don't think it's so fast. It's too fast, but I'll have to wait and see how it's going. Let's see how it will initialize the setup, so we can continue the installation. And we just have to say next to the welcome screen. There are some links we can use if we want to investigate. Again, there is the deployment assistant. Was I clicking? No, not. So you want to accept the license terms, use the recommended settings here. And this also help improve the future exchange features, so it will send some feedback to Microsoft. So we want to have the mailbox role, and it's also select the management. We can't have both mailbox roles and edge transport roles. We know that the client access role will be a part of this, so that's actually fine with us. We have installed the Windows features, but let's select that anyway. We can use the default directory here, but in a real production environment we could maybe place this files in a separate storage. Let's disable the malware scanning for now. We can activate it later. And let's see how the readiness check is going. Yeah, actually it went fine. Just have a warning that it have to run this prepare AD. That's great for new features, or sometimes it's security groups that have to be created. There is something about the MAPI or HTTP that have to there isn't enable, but we could enable it later, so we could use this PowerShell command to do that. That's great. Let's install, and while the setup is installing, we want to take a break, pause the video, and have a cup of coffee. Great, and actually it seems that this has completed, so we just have to finish and restart the server here. So let's do that, restart, and as I was about to say, I have also done this on the second Exchange server, and it has also completed successfully. So let's restart that also, and see how it will come up again after a boot. So what we have to do now is to see if the installation was okay. We'll do that by take a look of which Exchange server register. Exchange server, and we can now see that both of the new installation are with us here, and we could try to see the exact version take the name, admin, display, tab now, display version. There. So you can see that the new one here is the 15.1. Great. Another thing is that we have to ensure that the users with the auto discovery connects to the right server. So we have a command that looks like this: get client access server, maybe here. Let's try to see. We have this tree. We have to select all. It's a little bit too much, but you can see that there's auto discovery, and actually it's point at the Exchange 2. So let's try again. Instead of this, say auto discovery. Yeah, for the new servers, it points at the at itself. We have to set it. If we have users connected, we have to set it back to our active servers. That actually now is the 2013 still. So let's do that by I think it is this command here I have to run first on term. Set client access is not recommended. Maybe it is command here. Set client access server. Yeah, I think I know what's wrong here, because I have the management tool for the old 2013 installed, not the new one. So I think I will update the management role here on my PC, so I get all of the features. So I'll pause the video and come back. So actually I have this client up and running with the newest Exchange management console. So let's see if we can run this here to set the service connection point. Cannot find information about the local server client tree. Yeah, actually we have to. Maybe it's better to run this on the should we say on the let's try to run this on the Exchange server. Let's see if that is better. Hopefully you will see. Yeah, it's not responding. We just have to get to time. Do this. Remove the sidebar. Is it okay? Client server access. Yes. Let's see. Try again. Yeah, well, that was better. So let's try to see if we can get client access server. something about selecting everything as a change that haven't that wasn't. That's not great. That's not great. Yeah, maybe it's because it was on the first one. Let's try to. Don't panic. Let's try to see. We want the name and the auto discover. Yeah, okay, we have to run it on the second server. Yeah, of course. So let's do that. Run it, and again. Should see have been changing. So yes, that was the connection point. We have changed and prepared the server to continue the clients for running against the 2013. So yeah, let's continue with the next step in our plan here for the server. We have done this. Also now we have to, in the next step, we can take a look on the certificate on how we will prepare the installation for that. So actually about the certificate, there are different ways to do this. So let's try to take a look. First of all you have to see, have you exported the certificate, or you have to do that at first. Shall we try to use the Edge browser here? I'm not used to that, but let's see. Mail DK HTTPS. Let's see what. Nothing happened here. Yes. So that was. We have to log in, because we can export the certificate from this site, the Exchange Admin Center. Yeah, let's save that. We go under the servers. We have the certificate sites here. And actually you can see they are missing this Exchange Public that we have from Komodo. Export it if you want to. I already have exported it, and so I can import it to the different kind of servers. But we can start here. Actually, it's possible to import it through this website. Let's do it to the first server. File to import, and it want a share name. Let's see if I can find that here. Let's go to I think I have it here somewhere in mail. Yes, actually there. So let's point to the share, and let's type the password for the certificate. Let's hit next. Specify the service you want to apply to the certificate. we can take the first Exchange server and try to import it with the PowerShell after this. Hopefully this should be okay. Let's try. Yeah. And type finish. Error import certificate failed to access to the power is denied. Yeah, I'll try to make a solution for this and get back to this. Yeah, I have set it to another location on my server, so let's try to see if we can import this from there without errors, and it went okay. So the certificate should now be imported for the Exchange server 1. As we can see, it isn't assigned to any service, so we also have to change that. Under the service, we have to tell it where to put this Exchange service, and we can do it just the same for pub, IMAP, IS, SMTP. So it should all be the same. So let's say save here. Override the existing. Yes, let's just override and use our own certificate. Yeah, and that should be fine. So now we're just missing to update the second Exchange server, but let's try to do that by PowerShell. So let's see if we can do that. I have here we have to type the password in a variable we can use later on, but we will use the command exchange Import-ExchangeCertificate, point to the server. Now it's the second one. The file is in my local directory, and eventually, shall I do this? We will say that the private key should be exportable. We point at the password from the last step, and we will enable exchange certificate and the service we want with the enable exchange here. So let's see if we can run this. Got the password into our variable. Let's import and see how it goes here. The client blackout. So again, it won't like us to run it on the local server, so on the client here. So let's try to go to the server. This is the Exchange 1. We can try to see if we can go to the second server. And let's open up the ICE tool here. I should have the script here also. Yeah, I will use the new one from the other side. Just have to have a new location for this, so I will copy it to copy this the local drive under the scripts. That should be better. that, paste that into our script here, and let's try to see how it will go here. Again, load or set the password and import the certificate and enable the services. Import isn't recognized. Yeah, that's great. Again, we know what we have to do. Get PS snapping registered. You can see we have to. It's not on. Normally I would set this in the profile, but I haven't done it here. So let's just see what we can do here and edit. So now we should be able to run the command. Still an error. It already exists. Yeah. What's that about? It already exists. Let's see if that's true. Server certificate. You want it for the second one? Yeah, it does. That's okay. Where? Import. Did I import it earlier? I'm not sure. But maybe we could try to see if we could get the information of the exchange certificate on the server here. Let's see if we can run this, and then you could set. Yeah, we have it here. We have to use the thumbprint now. Let's copy that. No, it's down here. This one. Copy it. Set the thumbprint. Paste it in. Again, run this command. Should only get the one we selected, and we could pipe it to the Enable-ExchangeCertificate service. Hopefully. And if we want to read it all, we just do it like this. So let's try to run this and see if we can set it should be forced. Shall I try to say no? And force, maybe here. Let's do it again. Yeah, and then let's try to go to the web page, see if we have assigned the web service, and we can just reload it, and hopefully we will see we have changed the service, and we did. So yeah, I didn't, maybe you saw where I did the mistake about the certificate, that it was imported for both servers, but actually we have set it twice now, and also for the service. So the certificate is in place, and we can continue with our setup for the migration to the new servers. Yeah, I think we will cut this video into another part. We have to continue the last steps here. Oops, what's that? Yeah, actually we have installed the Exchange 2016, configured the service connection point, and installed the certificate for the two 2016 Exchange servers. So we'll do the rest in the next part of the video. So yeah, thank you for watching. My name was Jesper Black. See you later.